Welcome, everybody, to your least favorite podcast. My name is Mark, and I'm here with all of my friends.
Ben.
Nick.
Jake, I know my mic will peak if I try and do that. I can't do it. You just won't hear anything.
This is the show where we talk about whatever's going on for the week. So, what's up, guys? Yeah, y'all can't do that one. You and Nick both.
Yeah, it'll just be silence. We should have just
done
nothing.
You gotta work on them pipes.
No, it's too good. That's the problem. It's so high pitched.
Did mine cut out?
No, it didn't.
Oh, hell yeah.
No, it's used to you screaming like a little bitch.
I try. As long as it sounds halfway decent, I'm succeeding.
Sure.
I don't know about that.
I appreciate your negativity. It's what really fuels me, so the
Great
more
guy.
negative you are, the better I feel about myself.
Oh yeah, I got a whole lot more than you're in luck.
Oh, you
I
like
can feel
that,
the
huh?
love.
You
I
like
can feel
that?
the love.
How are we friends then?
I have no idea.
I can
Honestly.
feel the admiration and the love that comes from you guys.
Can you feel it, Colin?
You know, Mark, I think you have so much good energy in you that you crave some bad. Sometimes that's how we're all friends. Like deep down inside, you need it. Right? You need some asshole-ish energy.
Huh.
It's got
Maybe.
nothing.
Maybe.
Weird way to look at it.
I don't know.
Everybody needs some counterbalance.
That's not true.
I will say the negative, I feel like kind of overwhelms the positive.
Mm.
When people are around you being all positive, you're like, shut up before I kill you. Like that's it's easier to just trumpet down and
I don't think people go around saying that too often.
well,
I'm gonna be honest with you, buddy.
I mean, I disagree because you've said that to me, and I just like, oh, Steven. Yeah, you're a wily one.
He's not kidding.
it's just a little tougher when it's someone you don't know and they're like, is this guy serious right now? Do I need to be defending myself? Should I be concerned?
Always be defending yourself. Always.
My thing's just wanting people to stay the hell away from me. So, like, if I can avoid talking to them, that's what I go for. But I will tell people exactly what I think from the comfort of my car. And it's not because they can't hear me. It's because if I needed to, I could run them over. You know, be like walking around with a gun. Same idea. I can immediately defend myself.
Steven is a closet super nice guy.
Why don't you come out of the closet, Steven?
He cares so much
I'm pretty
about
comfortable in here.
and he's got like the kindest heart, and he tries to be bad. Right? He tries to be this callous, unfeeling person.
Yeah.
And really, in the end, he's the Grinch that grew his heart 3 sizes.
Getting real bitch energy from you.
I'm not about this. This is really, yeah.
Getting real bitch energy from you over there.
Now,
It's
Nick
the
and
opposite
Jake,
of what I
genuine
requested.
assholes. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, they are the genuine article.
Yeah, and Mark is he just acts nice, right? But then like deep down inside, he probably just talks shit behind your back.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to explain that to my wife. I was like, knowing Mark through the years, I can tell when he's mad. And once he's mad, he is very, very mad.
He's an emotionally angry person.
He's like, okay, we can't have fun no
invested.
more because he's actually pissed off. We need to like rein it back in.
Especially if alcohol is involved. Then it's 10 times worse. Yeah.
It's like
Now
the
there's
pot
a
has
problem.
boiled over, and now we might have a mess on our hands. So we just need to clean that up.
Yeah.
But
I
high
try.
tolerance, I'll give you that.
Well, sometimes.
I
That
try
tolerance is
not-
directly dependent on the amount of soberness.
Yeah.
Also, is just really appreciate it because if someone, I feel like there's a high tolerance there unless somebody knows which buttons to push. And you really only get that from getting to know you. And if someone knows you well enough to know what's going to piss you off, then you should take that as a compliment. Be like, oh, wow, they genuinely care.
You're literally giving him ammunition to shit talk you, and you get off the jet.
We're gonna have to
Like,
talk
man,
about this.
Fucking Ashley, piece of shit.
But again, that's like a compliment, so
Mm-hmm.
I would really appreciate that. What you said earlier about me being nice, we're gonna have a talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's actually how I describe you to people too, which is pretty funny.
Let's just have a
Wow.
therapy session right here.
Therapy. I tried doing therapy. I don't get it. Like the first one I did, it was fine because it was kind of just like shooting the shit with a random person. Like we had an okay connection. I was just talking. Like most of the time we just go off on wild tangents about conspiracy theories. So God knows what that lady wrote down. But then the next one, they're like, all right, we're going to have you like work on stuff and do things. I'm like, I don't like this. I don't want that. So the one I like better, I don't know if she was going to achieve anything. And the one that was probably going to be on a path towards success, I was like, no, thank you.
Yeah, I don't like this therapy thing. I'm just gonna shut down.
Who the hell are you, lady?
She would have to ask a lot of questions, and it was almost to the point where you could expect what she was going to say next, and it would just be like, well, how did that make you feel? Or what do you think about this? And like, no, that's not how I work. I don't think about things.
How do you think it made me feel? Huh?
We just do things.
Why can't we just skip the therapy part and go straight to a fortune teller?
Tell me
Now,
what is
I have
gonna
issues
happen.
with fortune tellers
Next
because
step. I didn't realize that was the next step from therapy.
It is because like therapy's trying to like better your future when a fortune teller can just tell you what's gonna happen. Let's just cut to the chase. See where we're gonna end up.
I don't trust them because it's the same reason you see any of these self-help people that are not extremely successful. Like if I find someone selling me a book about make $1 million and they don't have $1 million themselves, then they're full of shit. And if I see someone who says they're a fortune teller and they also don't have $1 million, then they're full of shit.
Yeah.
Like if I could see the future to some degree, I would be in a way better
No, fortune
position.
tellers can't see their own future; they can see others' future.
Did I hit a sore spot for you there?
No, I'm just telling you that's what like a fortune teller is.
Well, then I'd be like, hey, come over here and here's a lottery ticket. I just want you to like pick some numbers for me, some winning numbers, and then I'm going to take that.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
a fortune teller could theoretically, but that's not like the idea of a fortune.
I just think of that video where the dude just slaps them in the face. You remember that one? He's like, oh, you're a fortune teller. And he just like cold cocks him. And, oh, he didn't see that coming. Okay, moving on. Clearly a fraud.
Maybe he did and he just allowed it to happen.
Yeah, you
Ever
can't
think
fuck with
about
the
that?
you can't fuck with the future.
Yeah.
It needed to happen. I needed to get punched in the face.
If that's what happened to me, that's if I was a fortune teller, that's my lie. I'd be like, yeah, I saw it coming. I knew it was gonna happen.
I allowed it to happen. That's the real
Exactly.
power. That's the real power.
What are they
Knowing
gonna
what's
say
gonna
after
happen
that?
and having the mindset to not stop it. There you go.
I just knew you'd hit like a bitch.
I cannot influence the future, so it had to happen.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, I
There's
mean,
like
I
a
guess
palm
I
reader
could
here in
argue.
Dothan. There's like a palm reading business here in Dothan. I think
That's the
seen
job I need. I just need to fill people full of bullshit.
You see this? This is the
called
asshole
podcasting.
line on your hand here. It means you're an asshole.
Let me see your palms. Yep, they're sweaty. You're about to have mom's spaghetti.
I've been doing all this research. Been trying to get a book going, and it's a actual like spell book. It's gonna be interesting. I'll have to update you a little later, but
spell
it's gonna
book?
be fun.
We're making
Yeah.
a spell book.
Like
Yeah,
to cast spells on people.
yeah.
You want to talk about fortune tellers not being real?
Okay, can you like cast the rich spell on me or something?
Yeah, please, fucking A.
See, when I would go through any of that stuff, my first thought wouldn't be that. I would go for the old school, like cursing people type of stuff.
That's not
like,
spells. That's a curse. They're different, right?
I mean, I
They
guess
have
that
to be
depends.
different.
I think, well, the way that some things will treat them is like a spell is just something you just cast once towards somebody, whereas a curse is like residual magic that you put that just lingers on someone and screws them over.
I mean, I feel like a spell could do that too.
So
I always think of a spell would cause a curse.
I
cause and
have to admit something here, you guys.
You're a witch.
No.
Got him.
Damn it.
I definitely made fun of somebody in high school
for being a witch.
for being a witch. It was a guy I was in newspaper class, and I don't even know how we got on the subject, but he started talking about being a Wiccan, and like I was like, how does that even work? Do you cast like fireballs or something? And he's telling me, he's like, no, it's like if I have like a test or something, I'll like cast a spell in the morning to like help me do well in the test. And I
Did you
definitely
have
made
good
fun of him.
grades?
I will say I appreciate what people want to believe. But like, again, if I'm going to do it, I want some results. I want to see that guy's anus bleeding for the rest of his life because I put a curse on him. See bugs coming out.
Weirdly
Real
specific
quick.
curse, but whatever.
No, I found it out. My favorite one, we were watching this movie, and
This is
it
the
was,
ass bleeding one. That's my favorite.
No, it was this. What the hell? I don't remember. It was this movie. Oh, Drag Me to Hell, and they had these flies that just kept like coming out of the people's mouths when they were cursed by this gypsy lady. And I was like, it'd be a way better curse if the fly was just always in your face and you could never get rid of it, and it was always just in your face, no matter what you did. There's always just a fly buzzing on your face, or
Yeah, and even
it.
when you catch it, it somehow gets away. Like you swear you caught it, but it gets out.
Yeah,
Like
that
no matter
and
what.
that's
One of
just the
those
rest-
kind of flies.
That's just the rest of your life. I was like, I can't think of anything worse than that.
Being slowly killed by being beaten with a spoon.
Nope.
That would
Nope,
suck
just
too. but-
Annoyed to death, or you never die, and you're always annoyed by.
But
this
yeah, but I
fly.
think death would be a welcome turn to having that fly do that to you for your life.
It's like the spoon video. Remember with the
Yes,
Inasaji
just
just popping him with the spoon for years and years.
the longest, most ridiculous way to die, or whatever.
Just death by being annoyed, or being annoyed and not being able to die. Even worse, you're just gonna spend the rest of eternity being annoyed and hoping to die.
I mean, I could think of like 3 different ones right off the top of my head to be worse than that.
That'd just be
Dude.
one I'd give to everybody. Just annoy
Dude,
them.
then what are the 3?
I mean, a headache, like a forever headache, you never get rid of it, or a forever stomach ache. That's 2 really awful ones right there. Can you imagine just having your stomach feel awful
Just
all the
queasy.
time? That'd be
Queasy
terrible.
all the time.
Always feeling like you're gonna throw up, like mouth salivating, like
Yeah,
just-
like everything. Everything
on
comes
the
with a stomach
verge.
ache.
Never
It's just
do.
forever.
Can't trust any activity because I might actually throw up at some
That
point.
sounds way worse than just having a fly in my face. I don't know.
See, that's why being a witch would be entertaining, right? You come up with that kind of stuff and give that out to people. Oh, be like, let's see how he handles this one. And that guy over there that looked at me funny, give him one of those.
He's dead. Wait, what?
Flight attendant told me to put my seatbelt on the plane. Here you go. Enjoy this.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing that crap don't
Just
exist.
petty shit. Handing out
I just
curses.
keep a little box by my side just to hand them out. What'd you say to me, bitch? Here you go. You get that. Your little kid over there called me ugly? Well, he's got plenty of years to enjoy
that
this
baby
one.
staring at me a little too long in the restaurant. It's a good couple like months you had alive. Now it's gonna suck for the rest of your life.
Now it's over.
We're going to work on that. Tell us your favorite curse in the comments. And also, we need the recipe.
Yeah, real in depth, please.
Well, after we
Alright.
visited New Orleans, they ruined my like voodoo doll. Like, they're still entertaining to collect, but they have nothing to do with cursing people. So,
What do they have to do with then?
oh, we found an actual voodoo place down there, and so voodoo dolls are designed for back in those times when they had people that might not all speak the same language, but they had attempts to treat them and so they would basically come in, be like, ow, I got pain here, or this hurts, or this is a problem. So they would make a doll that looks like them, tell them where they are having problems, they'd stick needles in there, give them a treatment. or they mark the doll somehow so they know where the problem was. And then when they give them the treatment, they come back in a little while and find out if there's any kind of like resolution. And it'd be like, okay, you're this guy. Pick your doll off the shelf. This is you. You had a problem here. Okay. They're just like markers to keep track of what people had going on.
Good on whoever turned that into like a plot line.
Yeah, it's weird that that led to like, oh, these are, well, I guess voodoo, you know, it's all cursed and stuff. They're like, oh, these are evil. And these were probably not, these were like shamans or people like local healers doing crap like that. So then it all just got mixed together.
Speaking of mixed together, I have a tier list. Shocker.
Your favorite mixings?
Not quite. No, not quite. I did basic alcohols. Cause you mix alcohols mixed together. Boom. There was the tie. Pretty good one, I'd say. It's pretty good.
I don't have a dog in this fight.
Yeah, sorry. We did a sports episode a while back ago that left Steven out, so Nick, you kind of get left out in this one.
I've seen Nick drink
next week.
I've seen him drink before. It can't be.
He has drink.
You just got to get him drunk, and then he'll drink.
Or just make it not an option.
There's always an option.
Yeah, we have this fun thing where we just like pick a person and pin them down and force feed them alcohol. You know, it's just this fun.
But get the funnel.
Oh no, we're just putting the bottle in your mouth and just.
Well, that's why I say don't drink so that happens.
Yeah, we were gonna put it in his mouth.
All right, so for this, I left out any like specific things that like don't like synth or like Jaeger don't really like fall into like a basic category.
I would say Jaeger is a basic category.
And so I left out like those things. Or like Bailey's, I guess.
He's like, fine, I just don't like Jaeger.
I like Jaeger bombs, to be honest. But
nobody likes black licorice. If you're
Steven,
wrong,
you literally like Jaeger. I don't know why you're
Jaeger. What are you talking about?
Oh, I don't drink Jaeger straight.
Yeah, that's what Jaeger bombs are for.
If you drink Jaeger straight, you're a fucking maniac.
It's if you mix Jaeger with Red Bull, it doesn't taste like black licorice anymore.
Well, it's always terrible.
It just tastes like chemicals and sugar.
So anyway, so I try to keep it as basic as I could for this list, and then because I was gonna do cocktails, but there's a lot of cocktails I actually haven't tried, so that one's gonna come later. All right, so F tier alcohols. I put brandy and sake.
I mean, rich people like brandy. Maybe you just don't have the palate for it. Think about that.
I guess I'm not rich.
You're not sophisticated enough to handle it.
Like I had brandy for a couple cooking things. And then whenever I ran out of like all the rest of my alcohol, I had some brandy and I mixed it with cranberry juice. And it was okay, I guess.
Did you put it in a fancy like decanter and pour it into a fancier glass?
Nope.
Maybe
into a bottle, into a plastic cup. No, I'm just kidding. Not
so
a plastic
you can't drink brandy out of a plastic cup.
It wasn't a plastic cup, but yeah, it's in the F tier. Brandy and sake.
I haven't had enough sake. I don't like warm liquor, so
yeah, it's just gross. You can drink it cold, which makes it worse. So
it tastes bad hot because I don't like hot drinks. But then if you make it cold, it's somehow worse. It's kind of like ethanol, just heating up some alcohol here.
All right, we're gonna jump to D tier. I put white wine in D tier.
Like cooking wine.
Well, white wine's really only good for cooking.
I don't have an opinion on white wine. I only like red. I don't like many wines.
They have white wine that's like sweet. That's not meant for cooking.
I don't like sweet.
Yeah, I'm not a Not the biggest sweet person.
Well, red wine's disgusting. So
I like very, very bitter. So the red one, I'm like, they're asking about it. I want not a trace of sweet. I want it to burn my mouth with how bitter it is.
wouldn't champagne be considered white wine?
yeah,
It's
champagne's
considered
not all that good
champagne.
either.
Champagne is exclusive to the Champagne region in France. So
No, you just haven't had really good champagne.
Thank you,
no,
Professor
only
Stephen.
only Champagne is specific to a place called Champagne, which is in France, and everybody else just rips it off. So unless you're getting one that comes from Champagne, then it's not
Well,
real
hey,
champagne.
maybe some people have actually had champagne from Champagne, Steven. Maybe you shouldn't just talk before you know like what the facts are.
I bet they haven't.
Jake, have
I
you
bet I
had
have,
champagne?
yes,
from
yeah.
Champagne.
Yes, I have.
I get
I went
champagne
to
from
France and
Winn-Dixie,
got it.
So.
No, it's imported.
That's impossible.
Stupid.
All right, going to C tier. This is probably where the conversation will actually start. I put vodka in C tier, and I put cider in C tier.
Oh, shots fired.
A lot of people don't like it.
Vodka? No,
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 vodka,
I was talking about
vodka
the, I
is
thought you were talking about
everywhere.
the, I thought you were talking about
Intro
the
to
cider.
drinking.
Oh no, yeah, nobody likes cider either.
Yeah, cider's gross. Like it's okay, I guess. Like if I absolutely have to drink it, I could drink
If I was
it.
like dying of dehydration, I'd give it a go.
We can play beer pong with it, I guess. It's better than like PBR, but
Nah,
yeah, not
PBR
a
is
fan of
great for beer pong. You can drink loads of it.
what? Not with lime.
And I don't know how you put vodka so low. It's like a base ingredient for so
Yeah, I
many
would say
things.
vodka deserves a little more respect. Is that
Well, so like that's why I put it in the C tiers because like it is just like you put it in things. But like I don't know, like it's just like it's like the intro level to alcohol. Like the people who like, oh, I don't like liquor, but I'll drink this vodka Kool-Aid drink.
You mean red or blue?
I mean, whatever your preference is, I guess.
I kind of enjoyed red, but
More of a
blue's
blue
not bad
person
either.
myself. I could see that color better, therefore it tastes better.
That's really all it comes down to, which color you think tastes better.
All right, B tier. This is gonna be a fast one. B tier. I put gin and rum.
What about gin and tonic?
rum. Gin's really good. I enjoy gin. I like gin with like Sprite and a little bit of lime, and that's it. And that's pretty
Spicy
good.
gin with a little bit of ginger beer?
Gin. No, not spicy gin.
Do you know how weird it is to try to ask somebody at a liquor store for spicy gin and you're like, oh yeah, I got some junipers or like some spices like pine nuts and shit. And I'm like, no. Spicy, like hot. And they look at you like you're crazy. Because to my knowledge, there's only one place that makes it. And that's here.
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
It's so good.
Nick? What are your feelings on this, Nick? I need
All
some
terrible.
input from you.
He hasn't had any spicy gin. I'm gonna have to bring some somehow.
I'm not drinking anything.
I'm just
Go for it.
gonna spend the whole time trying to slip drinks in there somewhere.
I thought rum would be a little bit like rum is too sweet for me now. I used to really, really like rum. Like that'd be almost all I drank, but it's too sweet for me now.
Just like an aficionado. I would think you'd have a higher respect for brandy.
Yeah, I just haven't
Like,
gotten it
it's
yet.
just
I'm
not
rich
good for
enough
my
that yet.
palate.
Yeah.
Meh, 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 meh.
In like 10 years, when I own like 17 schools and my wife's working a 18-figure job for some corporation, then we'll drink brandy. But
That's really comes down to you haven't achieved enough success to appreciate the flavor of it yet.
Apparently not, because like Johnny Walker Blue and that kind of stuff. Like, man, I don't know. It's really expensive, but I do not like how it tastes.
You just haven't achieved enough yet for it.
Apparently, it's just
Once you
because
get there, it'll taste good. That's really all it comes down to, right? It's like if I could just blend up some money and drink that's it. Like, no, it doesn't taste good, but it's the show of everything.
it's the fact that I can do it.
All right, A tier. I put tequila and red wine.
You're just fucking wrong. That's a terrible. Like both of those belong in F tier. So
Y'all love me a good margarita.
I've been enjoying mezcal
Oh.
lately. If
I
you had a
love
lot of
some
mezcal,
tequila.
it is
The-
tequila. Mezcal is. It's
The
just
Rock's tequila is really good.
the rocks.
Yeah, Dwayne Johnson. He's got a tequila line, and it's
Why
really
are the
good.
celebrities making liquor now?
I mean, your
I got
favorite
some-
celebrity makes liquor. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
we got some aviation gin.
Which is also good. I enjoy the aviation gin.
But like, why is that a thing all of a sudden where they're all
Yeah.
just slapping their name on things?
Somebody
to be
else had
fair-
alcohol too. I forget who it was.
I'm surprised Steven hasn't switched cell phone providers yet.
What's wrong with like? I probably missed something. I don't know.
Because Ryan Reynolds owns Mint Mobile.
Yeah,
I
let's
mean,
go to
he's
some
a-
he's a
janky
good
fucking cell provider.
he's a good actor, but I got to make sure that I get phone coverage too. So
Yeah,
like,
I
I
ain't
can't
about
support him
these
that
freaking-
much.
We ain't trying to go to fucking cricket here, okay? Like
I would say we bought-
unless they want to sponsor us, then maybe I'll think about it.
You're like, ah, damn it, I never have service, but they pay my bills, so. I'm just kidding.
I wouldn't care if I
maybe
have shitty
cricket's-
service because it's free. That's fine. And I pay
I mean,
for it.
they
and
all
I don't
use
have
the
service,
same
that's not
network
good.
anyways. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, you just
They-
piggyback off of somebody else's towers if not.
You just lower priority, so who cares? Also, I do enjoy red wine. So I would agree, but
I enjoy red
all
wine
I've been
too.
drinking is mezcal, so which is tequila. So
I
That was
enjoy red
another-
wine.
that was another weird one. We found out that there's a lot of controversy with mezcal because of the Mexican government and how they handle things. And it's difficult to find mezcal that's called that because that's the official branding, but people still make it, but so they can not give or fall under the jurisdiction of the Mexican government. They'll call it like agaves, different. They have more specific names that don't actually call it mezcal. But it's the same thing. They just take the plants and burn them before they're done. So it has this smoky flavor.
That sounds pretty good, actually.
Dude, it's so good. And I just pour some in with some pineapple juice.
So just so you know, the whole reason I did this tier list is because me and Holly exchanged Christmas gifts already, and she got me a cocktail smoking kit, so I can add smoke infusion to my cocktails, which is super good.
Smoky.
You're blowing smoke.
I am blowing smoke. All right, so S tier, I put whiskey and beer.
I'm not a big fan of whiskey. I'm just gonna say it. You know,
I
like,
love
people
whiskey.
like.
I think
that
whiskey's
stuff.
the best. Whiskey's the best one.
best.
But
Whiskey is
I'm
so
more of
good.
like a Canadian whiskey, which still falls in that, but
Is that
So I'm not
cider?
gonna lie, like
That's
I buy
Crown.
like bottom shelf Evan Williams most of the time.
Some Jack Daniels.
And some Jack Daniels.
Jack is pretty good. I like a good old Jack and Coke is pretty solid. But see, I don't drink any of that stuff just straight though.
Well, like I've started to now. Well, like my favorite cocktail is an old fashioned, which is generally a bourbon. It can be done with other things, but it's generally a bourbon. I just got one, like Four Roses. That's the one I just got. And I'm talking with my bartender friend, and he said it's a pretty good one. But he gave me some suggestions, so I'm gonna try some more. But I love whiskey, and I've started to drink it straight and enjoy it. I enjoy sipping. That's what I'm sipping right now. A salted caramel whiskey from Knob
I don't
Creek.
know, we got in with all these people, and again, I think it comes from when they're like moving up in the world and they started collecting all these random whiskeys and stuff. I'm like, to me, whiskey all just tastes the same. They can have different hints of something, but as someone who's not a fan of it, is like that still just tastes like whiskey.
I guess that's kind of like how I am with beer though. So, I mean,
For
Beers
someone
can
who
have
likes
so many different flavors, except sours. If you like sours, you can go fuck yourself.
which is weird because you like red wine. Like it's the same
spoiler
idea.
alert, beers might be my next tier list, but you know.
I mean, that's a little tough because you were drinking all kinds of random beers and like that could be just hundreds and hundreds of things.
I've tried a lot of beers. Anyways,
You're only allowed basic name brand beers. You got your Coors, your Bud Light.
If that's the case, this beer is dropping down a couple tiers.
This one kind of tastes like something. This Bud Light has a nice hint of flavor.
Piss? I mean, yeah.
This is a little less
flavor.
pissy.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
like somebody ate a bunch of pineapple for this one. And,
Got a nice smoky flavor to it.
but
But I disagree. I put whiskey down at the bottom. Not my favorite.
Whiskey's so good, and beer's so good.
I can't even mix it with nothing, so I don't like it.
What do you mean? You
What?
can't mix it with anything?
You can mix whiskey with about anything.
It's just gonna taste like whiskey and something else. Whereas I pour like vodka or any of the other.
Don't even start. Vodka tastes like nothing at all.
Exactly. It just
What,
works so
what are
well.
you talking about?
So I would swap vodka with whiskey.
Why don't you
on
just
your
go
list.
get some fucking 100 like full alcohol and just pour that in there then?
Some Everclear?
Yeah, there you
I
go.
need to get you on some soju because that tastes like.
I mean,
nothing,
that's
too.
what people want now. They just want to get drunk and have something that tastes like Hawaiian Punch. And I'm
hate
here
it.
to facilitate that, and I can't do it with whiskey because it's too strong. Not even alcohol strong. It's just too strong of a flavor to like hide it completely.
That's fair. Warning to all our listeners: if you ever drink with Steven, don't take his drinks.
They're so delicious, though.
Don't fall into that trap.
Yeah, I fall for my own trap sometimes. Like when we were in New
No,
Orleans,
always
them
before
hand
we-
grenades. I don't remember getting home that night, but those things were good.
It
And it's
always
amazing.
ends poorly.
It's amazing how accurate they are when they tell you how many you can have before you won't remember the night. Because they're like, once you've hit, I think it's like 3 and you're fine. But if you go past 3, it will start to take its toll. And sure enough, well, we had a hurricane or two in there too. But like once we cross 3, it's just in and out.
Hurricanes in New Orleans is a sore subject. Be careful.
Yeah, but you can get them everywhere. It's wild. I didn't put that together until you just said that. But like, yeah, they have hurricanes everywhere. That's like their main
Yeah,
drain.
Yeah,
know.
they had a hurricane everywhere. You're right.
You'd think they'd think it's a little touchy subject, but no. You want some hurricanes, you go down there. But I'm not really a fan of hurricanes, so
love hurricanes.
Is anyone?
they
I
love
In
love
our
hurricanes.
area, we
They're
get the
great.
edge of it. It's just like back in when we were in school, it was like a free school day. That was just like a bad thunderstorm.
They're cool. They're cool to watch from a place that's literally impossible to ever deal with one.
Yeah, it's weird to be in Colorado and like you grow up hearing about hurricanes coming. Like, man, that sounds awful. Why would anybody live there? We get snow, but we don't get that kind of weather down here. We don't get rain and shit. We get like a
Well,
tornado.
I mean, even really, and that's even rare too. Like a tornado is pretty hard to hit the vast majority of like populated Colorado.
We get snow.
Yeah, if there's like a 20% chance of snow, our city shuts down. There's a Cat 5 hurricane coming, and it's like, it's fine. We'll be open tomorrow. Don't matter.
Yeah, see, that's the opposite. Snow around here don't. Yeah, it's gonna take a good bit to actually cause some problems.
Well, no, I mean it'll fuck traffic. Let's not be like pretend like there's no consequences to it because all the
But-
people that moved here and don't know how to drive in it.
Yeah, that's an issue now. They do kind of play it safe because of that. But I always remember going up through the mountains and watching the plows run in tandem, and there'd be 4 of them running down the highway, and like it goes from the road is closed because the snow's gotten too bad to they just cleared it in like one pass, and they push it off the mountain. Like they might be temporarily slowed down, but they will have it cleared out pretty quick. Also, just learn to drive in the snow. How about that?
No, I won't do it.
Do it.
I will not.
Do
Get
it.
some
You know what,
practice.
Steven? I will go learn to drive in the snow right now because
Guys, don't do it.
this has been your least favorite podcast. Signing out for this week. We'll see y'all later.